Let's see. Okay, are we live? I s- we should be live. Oh,
Yes,
we're
we
live.
are. Yes,
Yay!
we are.
Woo! Okay. Hopefully everyone can hear us. So, okay, y'all.
You are
So,
in the chat. Please know if y'all can hear us.
okay, because I do see somebody like one person was waiting. So, yay. Okay, I guess I'll introduce myself and then you can introduce yourself. And um so hi y'all, my name is Khadijah or Deja Bree. Some of y'all who probably would see this at the replay would be like, I haven't seen her in like years because I'm doing this from my old YouTube channel. So hey y'all. I'm gonna let Mercedes introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mercedes, also known as MJ the Lover Girl. If you find me on Instagram, yeah, we two reading ass women who are excited to talk to y'all today.
Yeah, so today we are tier ranking Christina C. Jones books, but we are doing this location by location. The idea for this popped up sometime last year, and we never got around to it. But we like been planning like how we're gonna do this by location, by this, by that, and then we were like finally on one accord. It was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So hopefully y'all can see the window. Hopefully y'all can see that, this tier ranking. And so like how we've done it, to be honest, y'all, is we don't believe there is a CCJ that is 3 stars or below 3 stars. So this
No,
ranking is from 3 stars
no.
to 5 star. And so, mind you, CCJ catalog is like almost 100 books strong. And mind you, these are our personal opinions.
And this is yeah. It's a lot. So bear with us because we're going to be yapping for a little minute because today we're going through Blackwood, Blakewood, as well as Sugar Valley. So you have to think Blakewood, which is the college university, if you're familiar with CCJ's world, they have 8 books and counting. Blackwood has 21 and Sugar Valley has 2. So bear with us
Technically,
as
Sugar
we rank these
Valley
because it's
has
going to get real
three.
serious.
Technically has three because it shares Hostile
That's it.
Takeover.
True. True, true, true.
But you see, I have
True.
my big Sugar Valley cup. I prepared. I'm a Sugar Valley stan. Um,
Yes.
so I have my Love in Warm Hues shirt on.
And if you cannot see, this is actually by Nicole Falls. It says, if lost, please return to Mahogany Heights because I am a Heights girl through and through.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm so excited to do this today.
So okay, so how I did this, I just saved. I'm not even gonna lie. So when you sent the list that had all the stuff, some stuff was missing because the list is
Mhm.
older. Because I realized like Private Agenda, I think New Heights
Yes, it
wasn't on
is.
there, and but I'm glad because it puts
Yes.
things to perspective. And so I just at first I went on her site. Her site
Hmm.
isn't fully updated. She got to take like 2 sites and a half. And so some of these book covers are her older ones, and some are her newer ones. So y'all don't not too much on us, okay? And so
Right, right.
I don't know why I can't see the chat. Hold on, I can't see the chat on my side. Okay, so just in case, now I don't figure it out. Ooh, amen. Okay, so the first book seems to be popping up is this looks like Bending the Rules. What's your thoughts on Bending the Rules?
Mm.
Because honestly,
Ooh,
the
okay.
Wright brothers are not a fave of mine. I think I think the Wright brothers
Yeah.
represent like her world building of things out. But compared to some of her other heavy
See,
hitters, I think Bending the Rules. I think Bending the Rules is the best to me out of that trilogy. But I want to hear your thoughts,
yes.
like where you would put
Wait,
it.
no, no. Um, See, and Bending the Rules is not my favorite out of that trilogy. So,
Oh, which one is yours?
Pulling Doubles is actually Pulling
Hold
Doubles.
on. Oh,
It
you know
has to be Pulling
what?
Doubles. And
Oh, I'm getting them mixed up because Bending the
yeah,
Rules is the
exactly,
okay.
exactly.
Bending the Rules is the third one. Let me
Yes,
look.
yes, ma'am. So, um,
Oh yeah, that's most definitely not my
Bending
favorite.
the Rules for me,
Mm.
out of the whole
Mm-hmm.
catalog of Blackwood and Blakewood University, ooh. See, Bending the Rules will have to be a 3-star to me, which is really hard to say because the Wright brothers are
I'm at
like
least
they're
gonna
my
give it
favorites, but
3.25. Like, but
okay, that's a fair
because
ranking, but
okay,
like if I go, okay, you have to think. I love their story and I love a friend to lovers, and you got to think, okay, I'm an enemies to lovers and sometimes a friends to lovers kind of
same.
girl. So
So we're just gonna put it 3 star.
Reese and Jason,
We're gonna put
yeah,
it
I'm
three
like
star.
Reese and Jason versus Devin and Joseph. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go from the bottom up. Now the next one is one of my favorites. Anonymous X.
Ooh.
So I thought Anonymous X was originally like I thought Anonymous X was originally like Vegas, but it's more connected to Catch Me If You Can, which is like kind
Mm-hmm.
of that does kind of that crossover because all the
Yes.
characters connect. But Anonymous X is part of my top 20 of CCJ. So for me, it's up there because we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about like she also interacts with Nubia. Her friend is with Nubia, the Nail. We get Wick. Also, I think I just liked more of this like I don't know. I love Anonymous X. I think it's one of the ones that like people just don't gravitate to in her catalog.
So we're going 3 to 5, correct? Just make
Yeah, we
sure
got
I'm on page with this.
3.75, 4.25.
Okay. Mm. I'm gonna let you grade that one because mine is not
Because
gonna.
I would put it at a four
You ain't
star.
gonna agree with me.
Because I would put it at a 4 star. I will put it
You
at a
know
four
what?
star.
No, you know what? A 4-star is good. I would say that's a 4-star.
Because I don't
Oh, this
know,
is gonna be
and you
tough
have
because
to
what
think
gets five?
because you have to realize like I read most of her stuff via audio. So maybe because I had the audio first versus everything else, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And audio gives you a different feel to things because
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading them straight up. You know what?
Um,
Actually, we're gonna give. I'm gonna go back because I feel like I did bend in the rules kind of dirty. We're gonna give that a 3.25
okay, because I was like, we got some
because
other
there's
ones
there
in this
I can't even
list.
put this.
We
No,
got some, we got some
yeah,
others in the list
no,
that I'd be
you're
like, yeah,
right.
that's 3 star.
I was completely wrong.
Okay.
That's fair. I feel bad now because the right, you know, he don't deserve that. The brother don't deserve
So we could put Anonymous X at 4.
that. For yeah, we're cool with putting that for. That's a good ranking.
I think that's a great middle ground. Next we get The
Yeah.
Truth. We got The Truth. Now you know that we me and
Oh,
you have both talked about how The Truth is so underrated. The Truth and the Lies, that duology is too underrated. It's probably some of her best work, and like people
oh,
sleep
that's one of
on
my
it.
favorites. I will go back to that. You can catch me rereading that constantly.
Okay.
Oh, the truth. Okay. I'm gonna say.
Should we be telling people what each of these books is? Oh, okay.
Mm.
The truth. Let me see if I can find a breakdown of the truth on her site. But the truth, it follows Rob and Iris, and then I think Rob is the teacher. And let's see.
Yes.
Let me read the synopsis.
Yes.
There's no such thing as the right time to fall in love. This is the path that Rob and Iris find themselves on. He's adjusting to a cross country move, a new job, and an existence that doesn't include the woman he thought he had spent his life with. She's overburdened by her family and their secrets and the beauty of loneliness and just trying to breathe. He calls it fate when they can't seem to, avoid each other, and she calls it crazy. But neither one of them is wrong. The truth, his side, her side, and the truth about falling in love. Now, they got a cute story.
See, I love that series. I'm ranking it high because
Okay.
it's one of my favorites, and I
Mm-hmm.
can do that. I think that's a 4.75.
That high?
I think it's a 4. You think it's a 4.5?
I think it's a 4.25 because the lies to me is better than the truth.
I mean, okay,
But
you're
you
not
know,
wrong,
I my ratings
but
be
because
harsh.
the lies, no, the lies definitely, yeah, no, you're, yes, yes, yes. um, oh, oh,
We
I
we
don't
can
know
do
how
we
I feel
can do a
about this.
middle ground at a 4.5.
Because then that would then push. Hold on, let's think about this. Let's be logical. Because then that pushes, because not everything can get a 5 star. It's Christina C.
Exactly.
Jones, and I understand, but not everything can get a 5. Oh God, this is hard. um, we'll do. How about this? Because then we'll give the lies a 4.5, and at some point it's gonna come up. So we might as well just establish that's a 4.25, and then you have a 4.5.
Okay, I'm with your sister
You
girl.
want to do it like that?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Which is, oh, if y'all can hear
Yeah.
me out in the world, I don't mean it. That book is top tier for me.
And listen, I think
Can't back.
what pissed me off about the truth, to be honest, was Iris's family, like not listening to their mother when she
Mm,
had that, like listen to these. They're trying to tell you something, like especially when there comes to end of life. That I think that's what
right.
kind of like brought the rating down for me. I do appreciate one of the things that
God.
CCJ really does really well is us being in a thought process in the mind of her black male characters and their growth and them trying to figure it out. Like it brings
Mm,
in the humanity of black men,
yeah.
especially with the truth and the lies. That duality is really good for that.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know what? I think two complex people falling in love and telling the love story and giving full humanity to both characters. Because you'll get authors who will put full humanity on one character and not the other, versus you see the full humanity in both characters in CCJ, which is why for me as a
Mm-hmm.
reader, this is
Mm-hmm.
difficult because all of her books are great. I get trapped into her world completely at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know some of these are my favorites versus some of them not being my favorites. But
Mm-hmm.
what I commend her on as an author is just the full picture for everybody. All characters get a full story. Even if they're a side character, they
Mm-hmm.
get a full story. You know who they are. There's
Mm-hmm.
complexities in all of these characters. And I think that's why I'm like, damn, because the truth, I'm like, you get to see Gia, you get to see Brandy, and Brandy comes up and she gets her own story, but you see Kyle and you see Rob's best friend, and everybody has even the smallest little piece. Each of them have something. You're like, no, I'm invested in all these characters. That's why I'm like, oh, that's tough. Okay, okay, I'm okay with the 4.25. But shout out to Math Bay because Rob was one of them ones.
I mean, the way he showed up for them kids for real. Um, The next one we have is The Point of It All, which is the second book in the Sugar Valley series. And as a Sugar Valley stan,
Mm,
I don't I think I like the both of them equally. But
yeah.
I think the reason why people don't like the Sugar Valley duology is because it makes you face your shadows. And the point of it all is the second one when she had, oh, I don't know if that will be a spoiler. Well, basically the main female character has a made a medical decision based off of trauma. And it kind of made me
Mm-hmm.
rethink how we deal with those that we love and their decisions and their bodily autonomy when they're going through like medical illness, and our selfishness with
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm trying to like decide like my real rating outside of its connection to like hostile takeover and everything. And
Mm.
I don't know. I do think I like the second one a little bit than the first, because in the first one we get an asshole of a main character, but we also understand his own trauma eventually. But I don't know. I don't know about this one. Although I'm a Sugar Valley stan.
Part of my, part of my problem is I love me a good asshole. So the first one is one of my favorites. I like the
Yeah, I
first one.
think
I love the second one. Love the first one. Ooh,
so. I don't
I'm gonna
know
let you do this one.
because also like it depends on what mood I'm in. If which one I like the best,
Oh yes.
because it changes year to year. Because last year when I reread it, the second one became my favorite. The year before, it was still the first one, because we all be rereading these like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But do I love it as consistently as much as I like Anonymous Acts or The Truth? And I don't know. I think it may still kind of be 4 star. It may be a 3.75 for me. I don't know.
and I was gonna give it a 3.7. Actually, I was gonna give it a 3.5. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like,
That's crazy. So we're gonna meet in the middle at 3.75 then. We can
because,
of course we're gonna move this around as we
okay, because this is gonna change at some point.
it is. It is. It
It's
is.
gonna point.
It is. Now the next three are the ones, friend. I'm like reread them I think last year, and I was like, or the year before, and I was like, so we get The Right Kind of Trouble. Let me read which one that is,
Ooh,
because I be forgetting them. And that's what kills me about myself. Like, girl, you just got finished rereading some of these, and I'm still like, um, no, I just had it up, Lord. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it too.
I'm like, did you want me to pull it up?
I am making things harder for myself. At 20, okay, this was the one about the high school. I mean, that's not high school. The early college. The She in college. Lauren Bailey,
Yes,
and she meets
yes.
Ty. You know what? Let me. Oh, girl, my original, according to my original rating, I gave it a 3 star. I reread it January of last year, and I apparently kept that rating.
I would think that that's a good rating.
A 3 star?
You know what? I don't disagree with. I don't disagree with that being a 3 star.
It is
Um,
one of her earlier books too.
I think it's a solid. I think that's a solid story, especially for college age people. Her
Mm-hmm.
being a single mom. I not to give away some of the story, but y'all should have already read that. And if you don't, go read it.
Yeah, it came.
Any of these books that you've
Oh,
heard and you like, have we ever read it? Read the damn book.
You know what? That book is.
Anyways, I think that's a solid one.
You know what? I'm looking at it. Say it was first published in
That book,
2018. I don't know if that's the correct date or not, but that story feels like a huge jump. Like the right kind of trouble, I feel like was the last of like her beginning era because the next year I think she publishes like behind the scenes, which is a huge jump. I feel like in writing.
did she? Because I'm like, there's some books in between there.
Oh
There's some books
yeah,
in between there. You have to think because there's the Connecticut Kings. When did she drop the Connecticut King series too?
in between all of this, and
Because
so that's what I'm saying. Like, is
right,
what did this because this feel like the
no,
right like this the Trouble series feels because what she's celebrating what 12 what
it
10
feels
12
very
years
20.
it feels earlier before 2018
Yeah,
but okay so
it
you,
does.
you know
Which is why when
what
you say like, huh?
you know what I'm gonna we're gonna keep it 3 star. We're gonna keep it 3 star. I might rank it up to 3.25 because the way I do okay, we're gonna get to it. Okay, the trouble the next one's the Trouble with Love, which was the first one. The first one in the series. And that one,
um,
the Trouble with Love, I think that's the one where we get introduced to our girl. I gave it a 3.5 when I reread it. Yeah, because that was the one about Cameron.
yes. So we get introduced to the sisters. I. It's hard for me to put it low because what a complex story,
Correct.
and what a way to about addiction and overcoming addiction.
And then
So
we get introduced to Sugar and
and
Spice,
and
which is that's a CCJ universe
right,
staple.
right, as is Honey Pot or
Mhm.
Honeybee. The
Mhm.
restaurant is Honeybee,
Mhm.
which is her sister's her restaurant. Oh, um, personally, it's a 4 star for me, but I can see it being a 4.5 in conjunction with her larger catalog, especially in this particular universe. I can see that being a 3.5. It's a great introduction to a series,
Mhm.
and I think that's why it stands a bit higher than the other two.
Mhm.
Don't get it twisted, because Rashad Martin is one of my
Girl,
I
I
love
can't
that book.
stand Rashad. I'll
And that's
box Rashad in
another.
real life. Baby, I'll
No,
box
see,
Rashad in
I
real
like
life.
him.
Please.
He's annoying. I'm screaming at you. I'm like, he's annoying, but I like the way in which look, sexual assault victims, right?
Mhm.
Finding romance, that's a tricky subject to write romance around,
Mhm. I think
especially trying to fully humanize the complexities of what it means to be sexually assaulted,
mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
so for him to show up the way he did, I get what you're saying, because he's annoying as hell in the beginning. He's annoying. But I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going
Okay,
too
so
far
the
left.
trouble with us,
I would.
yeah, the trouble with us, I would say for me, resonated more last year because of my sobriety, like thing. So, but I still think
Yeah,
it's a 3.5 in the main catalog.
we can leave it.
We may
I think we
change
can leave it
as
at a
we
3.5.
continue,
I
though,
think that's a solid. Yeah,
because I
bear with us, y'all.
think
If y'all, we will change these ratings.
because these two, the first two in this series, sets up so much for the rest of the CCJ verse. So I think how we like them,
Right.
and so it's like technically should they be up more? But in enjoyment, I think the first one's 3.5 and the second one, which one, what did you say you thought it
I would put
was?
it at a 3.25.
Both of them?
A 3.25. No. I think the first one is a 3.5, and I think you put the second one, which is the second book in the series, at a 3.25, and now you have the yeah, and then the third one is it tears down. I mean, look, these are some world building books, and they kind of start off. your understanding of what it means to be a part of Blackwood and Blakewood University. These are some of the first introduction books, but
In the overall grand
I
scheme.
mean, for me, yeah, and over because I'm like, you have to think of all the books we have over here that we have to that are a
Yeah,
part of this world. That I'm like, some of we haven't even gotten to a 5 star yet.
no, I mean, she has some heavy hitters further down the,
Exactly. That's why I'm
yeah.
like, no, friend, we got to be honest with what we rank it. So
You're right.
so
You're
let's be honest.
right. You're right. Okay, so the next one we have is the combination of everything, which is Sugar Valley #1. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest, I would place both of them at 3.75.
Mm, I was gonna say 4 star, but
Okay,
but again, keeping in mind the full context, I'm okay with that.
they
I'm okay with that.
once again one of them world like starting the world building process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay. But now I'm kind of mad with Anonymous X. I was like, do I like Anonymous X more than I like Sugar Valley?
Girl. I knew you was gonna do this because you have to think we have so much,
Yeah.
and some of your favorites are coming up on this list.
I know. And I'm not
And like some of your true favorites are coming up on this list.
I know. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because
We're gonna see where these truly land.
truly lands.
We're gonna see where these truly land.
Because in the end of the day, this is like a combination of like both of our ratings, like trying to go. Now I will say next we get the lies. Banger. Banger. So where are we putting it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
Are we putting it at 4.5?
Oh.
And if
Yes.
we put it at
Yes.
4.5? I
Yes.
agree.
Come on. It has to be.
I listen to
The
it all
conversation
the
about mental health.
time.
Oh, oh,
I
yes.
mean,
Black women in mental health and really oh, yes.
Black women
Yes.
mental
Yes to all of
health.
it.
I
Yes.
mean, hairdresser's trying to be creative director. She is a single mom also. And then how Cal comes in not trying
Yes.
to overstep, but then he also talks to his friends who were in who was oh my god, because the truth and the lies connects to the Clark brothers, don't they? I mean the collision course. Them. What's the names? With the
Does
restaurant.
it?
Okay, because Cal and Rob, and then the third friend has the restaurant,
Uh-huh.
which is one of the brothers,
Clark brothers.
the
Yeah.
Clark brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Am I tweaking?
and then Cal also in the lies, he really had to deal with boundaries and the whole baby mama situation, and
Yes. Yes. And showing an actual humanity in that, not making her, because you don't look at his ex as like you get annoyed by her, but you still can understand the position that she's in.
yeah,
You kept sleeping with that woman. Y'all were off and on, and yeah, that's why she acting like that. So you can see, again, this goes back to CJ's writing and her ability to even side characters that you don't really like. You can see the humanity in them. This is a baby mama who been sleeping with this man off and on. Yes, she went and got in a relationship. The relationship didn't work out, so now she has to face that he's moved on.
Then you have to think about
You're asking this woman who has a child with this man to put in a different place.
Then the whole story was really disability representation, because not only did our main female character have mental health problems, but the little boy, the Cal's little boy was deaf.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, that you're right.
So I mean, in the
Oh
grand
no,
scheme of
she ate with that one.
things,
Yeah, that's a good rating.
4.5.
That's a
This,
good.
I mean, we're talking about an
That's one of.
underrated CCJ that people sleep on, but it has so much representation. Like it's up there.
It does.
It is up there.
It. Nah, you ate with that one. You ate with that one.
Um. Okay, if you can series is coming up, but let me pull up the series for real so I can we need to do this in order. Because Catch Me If You
Yes,
Can,
fair, 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 fair.
I I have listened and re-listened to it, and sometimes I'm not gonna hold you, I be forgetting at the same time. And I think I think this as well, because this is like her romantic suspense. Like Anonymous Acts was, which is why they're
Yes.
connected. And so like
Hmm.
Catch Me If You Can. Also, I think this was her one of her best cover redos. The illustration is phenomenal. So Catch Me If You Can is up here in the blue.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Let me read the synopsis. Naomi Prescott is not just a cute little saying, it's a critical diligence, focus, and agility. For Naomi Prescott, it's not just a cute little saying, it's a critical mantra. Words to live by. She wants to retain her freedom and more importantly her life. FBI agent Marcus Calloway is a straight shooter. If you overlook his sometimes unconventional, law-skirting, expensive ways of solving a case, a big arrest would do wonders to restore his reputation, and he has one woman in mind, Jolie, well, whatever the correct pronunciation. Unforeseen circumstances force them into a closer proximity than either would like. Sparks fly, and as surely as fire ignites, eventually their undeniable chemistry combusts into a passion that neither expected as they join forces in dangerous pursuit of a common bounty. This that cross up cross triple cross series. This where we get introduced to
Hmm.
homeboy that pops up in the Vegas series. That's all connected,
Yes.
and it's further connects the roses and all that BS. So another foundational
You
build
connect the
up.
you connect to this too. Do you not? Does the Drakes not get connected in this?
What you say?
No, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of the Drake family. I'm like, are the Drakes not connected into this also? But they're not. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, yeah. It's because they hotels are everywhere. Sorry if y'all hear
Yes.
the train in the background, but y'all don't hear them trains. So sorry. Um. So Catch Me If You
Let me
Can.
grab my water.
I don't know. Let me see what I rated it. Oh. Oh. I rated it a 4 star, even on the reread. Interesting.
Mm.
Because I do remember when I started
See, and I don't
rereading
have it
this.
that high.
See, when I started rereading this, I was also doing my hair. You know, you start braiding your hair, you gotta like lock in, so you lock in into like music. So, what do you have it rated as? Catch Me If You Can, the first one.
I think it's one of it's the best one out of the series in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it unravels is good, but I don't know, it's not that series is not my favorite at all. Like
I
I don't it's
know,
not one that I revisit a lot. So
and I think
that's
honest.
hard for I'm like these three are the ones that I rank the lowest. So I'm sorry, CCJ,
Really?
if you see this girl, I'm sorry.
Because you know she's gonna eventually see this because she's gonna recognize us.
Um yeah. Cause we be in her DMs, we be in her comments, we be bothering that lady.
Okay. Um,
Oh Lord.
maybe a 3.5 because I do.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, maybe
Yeah.
okay.
I think it's 3.5.
Okay. Okay, and the second one, see the here's the thing. The cover reduce made me want to even maybe like want to own them, which is crazy. Cause the next one is the green one, Release Me If You Can. Beautiful cover. That one is about Renata and Quentin.
Mhm.
Um Damien Wolf, that was that full name. That connection. Damien Wolf. Special Agent Renata part
Oh
with,
yeah,
yeah, it starts to connect, huh? Um, so
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I might have to go reread those, honey.
It's crazy because you, well, on your story graph, I don't think your story graph's correct because it says you rated it pretty high. Because I apparently I rated all these 4 stars when I reread them. Um,
You have to think too. No, my story graph is probably correct because when I first started reading CCJ, everything was a 5 star.
oh, you see, and
I was generous
mine
on
is
every book that I read. So if it has a 5 star, babe, that's what I put it as.
my stuff is flipped because when I look back at my old stuff, some of my that I deem my favorites now, I put it as a 3 star when I first started reading them, and I knew I was like, girl, you was on crack, okay, you was on crack. You were jumping back into romance or something. I don't know what was wrong with you. Wrap it up, okay. Um, okay, this one's
Let me
about
tell you.
Renata and
CCJ.
Quentin and Damien Wolf. Do we want to put this whole series at 3.5?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
I think that's being generous because I was gonna put 3s, but so you have to think, Fran. In fairness, a lot of when I first started reading, she's the first author that I read that was black because for a nice little gap of time, I was going to the library. This was before I
Mm.
had Kindle, so I was reading books at the library. And most of these books I'm getting from the library are all white authors, with the exception of
Mm.
Beverly Jenkins and Brenda Jackson. Those are the only 2 black authors
Come on,
you can find at the
OGs.
library. So I was buying CCA with my own money. And when I was buying her with my own money, I was like, oh yeah, everything's perfect. Everything. She all her 5s. Everything's a 5.
Fair,
I've never experienced this
fair,
black assness.
fair,
So,
fair. Okay, next. I'm gonna skip the paranormals right now because I'm gonna finish the Wright brothers. So we got Pulling
okay.
Doubles. Pulling Doubles, the second
Mm,
one. That's the one I liked more. I will put it at 3.5.
yes.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
fine.
feels right. That feels
But I
right.
think the first and the second full. So I would put the second or the first book there too, in
Mm,
my opinion.
with because the veteran with the leg. You know what? Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree. And because when I reread the first one, I liked it way more than I thought.
I
So
just reread it, and I'm like, I that was one of the that I just reread. I'm like, oh, what a good fucking story.
yeah,
What
yeah.
a good
Once
story.
again, that
Yeah.
disability rep, we have to give like Black romance authors their credit when it comes to disability rep, for real. So
Yes. You know who's really good at that? Mel Doll.
yes, that
Shout out to Mel Doll.
to be yes,
Shout out to our soror.
yeah. I'm about to say shout out to our sorority sister because quite literally those are the only when she has like disability rep in her books, those are the only ones I read. I think for some reason when she writes in like really like disability rep, her writing is better. And maybe because she takes more care. Um
Yeah.
that's my opinion. Okay, so now we let's jump over to like Haunted, Coveted, and Restored. Let me the Immortal
Mm.
series. Let's see, Coveted. Because I'm like, let me go over to this.
Oh.
Yeah, Internally
Because this is kind of
Tethered,
her first.
her paranormal. So Haunted,
Yeah, this is like her first like step in.
yeah, I looks like I gave it Haunted is the first one. This is with Kalita. Um, let's see, Haunted. Within the bounds of complacency, there exists a boring, beautiful sort of peace, and Kalita has found it, welcomes it, in fact, a nice, comfortable life, a great job, a good, albeit on and off again, boyfriend, a great relationship with her younger sister. She has nothing to complain about. But that's only if she ignores the sense of unrest that has haunted her ever since she could remember, overshadowing her ability to connect and love. One only if she glosses over the fact that she's leaning more towards a permanent off switch when it comes to Travis. Only if she tunes out her way too old for make believe younger sister sudden insistence that um some things are a little suspicious with the details of their past. Hmm. I'm trying to remember this one because I'm hearing I gave it a 3.25 originally. Cause they all worked at the club or something like that, right? And the boyfriend was being a bum, a hobo, and then old dude came in, and they this was
I'm like he's coming to buy, right?
yeah, yeah,
He comes to buy the club,
yeah,
but he's coming back for her. There's a
yeah,
whole reason why he's coming back for her, right?
yeah. Because
Um, a 3.2,
so here's my thing.
a 3.25.
Um, yeah, I think the whole series is a 3.25.
Mm,
If I'm remembering the series
okay, when I
correctly.
look at it in comparison, if I'm putting it in comparison with what's the other ones? The blacks,
Blackwood, the blacks, yeah.
curiosity. No, I'm talking about curiosity because
Yeah.
restored is part of that series. But curiosity, what's the other books in that series?
Curiosity, clarity, and
The
caution.
Black brothers.
Yeah.
Yes. In comparison to those,
Cause
when you
like
see
it's weird
her pen develop, yeah, no,
because like those two are connected and it breaks like this fourth wall because in the Black series, I think they
yes,
mentioned Eternally Tethered and she's reading Eternally
yes,
Tethered.
yes,
And but I also
yes.
think you know one of those lives that CCJ had when I brought up like Wonder and how she should make the blacks somehow in Eternally Tethered connect Wonder for like down the stream dystopian.
Mm-hmm.
I think she still has an opportunity to do that because I mean we've talked about this kind of offline. If she really wanted to get into her fantasy and paranormal bag, she can. It just require a lot more waiting. And I don't know if this current weirdness is going on with in the book community, not just the black one, I'm talking about other ones too. Will she be able to
So,
expand this? Because my critique of Internally Tethered is the same critiques that I have for the blacks.
not being long enough.
That and the world is not as flushed out because they're not long enough. What the world that she wants to create
Yeah.
requires like a little bit more. And like she can write a novella down. But when you start going into like
Yeah.
magic systems and connecting it to your contemporary, I do like the
Yeah.
blacks more than I like Eternally Tethered.
Here's the thing, because to your point, a longer book, she can write a novella down, but CCJ is not meant to be compacted to short stories.
I think that's why her
Her
universe is so
writing is
big.
so, yeah,
I think that's why her
yeah.
universe is so
I'm like
big.
her world is so it's so beautifully complex that you can't put some of this in 70 pages. You can't. So I don't know. I don't. Yeah. 3.25 I think is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good rating. For it being her first jaunt into paranormal, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a safe rating. Ain't no telling. We probably gonna move these again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, did I
Yeah.
like one of the ones more? I think I liked the sisters book more than I liked. No, did I not include here? Oh, there we go. I was like, where's the other one? Um, and I do like these
Mm-hmm.
OG covers. I think, did she change the covers? I don't know, but I do like these covers. I know there's another set of covers of this, and I'm like, I think I like these. Um, okay, okay, let's get Christmas with the Rights. I don't remember this, friend. I ain't gonna lie to you. Christmas with the Rights. Can we just go? Can I?
Oh, I do. I
Okay.
do. It's here. Let me help you out. It's the introduction between the Wright brothers and the Love sisters. Because remember, the Love sisters are their cousins.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you transition from the Wright brothers into
The
the,
Love
and
Sisters.
it's an update for what's going on with the brothers and well, no, you get an introduction to them, but you also get kind of an update what's going on with Reese. Because remember, this tells you about Reese's. Um, I think she had a miscarriage, and so this is
Mm.
her first pregnancy. So this was actually a nice, well written, complex update.
Mm.
And so I don't know. I see, but I also think that the Love Sisters are fucking hilarious.
Mm.
I'm like that first book is one of the funniest things that she's written to me, and that's
Mm.
just my opinion. But I would give that a 3.5
Okay, I'm going with
because I
your
think it's a
rating
great
because
update.
I don't remember it, so that means this Christmas season I need to read it, reread it.
Yeah.
And speaking of, we can
Yes.
well then let's jump into the Love Sisters. I think I like the first one the best, and it's crazy because I own all of them.
Yeah,
Um,
I
and
do too.
I would still just give it a three
Let me
point seven
stop.
five.
That's a good rating.
Okay.
I think the first one. I think that's a really good rating. That's because
Mhm.
that book is freaking hilarious to me. Her
Mhm.
giving him the ice cream. I'm sorry if you haven't read it. I don't want to spoil it, but him being lactose intolerant. I can go back and read that and still laugh like it's the first time I've ever read it. It's hilarious. I love
Ciao.
that book. I like, but you know what? Surprisingly, I like the second one too. I'm like the second one is a really good one to me.
Hold on, let me see. Let me
But
see.
I don't know. You know what? I think equally they're all good books.
I think I might, and I have them on audio. The love. Okay, no, Gemma is the third one. The second one is I think I might need you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Joya? Joya and Theo Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cute one.
Yeah.
But I just
Teddy.
don't
Big
revisit.
Teddy.
I just don't revisit those as much.
I will revisit those as much as I would revisit the Wright brothers, and I will go
Mm.
back and reread. So you have to think the books kind of follow in order that they follow in the Wright brothers. So you have the first sister is kind of in line with Jason, and then you
Mm.
have the second sister, Zoya, who's kind of in line with Joseph, and
Mm.
then because Joseph is the doctor,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then what's the I'm never Justin. Justin is the third brother, and
Mm.
then so Gemma follows more. She doesn't follow Justin more so that she follows the best friend. I'm so bad at remembering the characters. What is her name? Tori in this book.
Which
Tony.
one? Yeah.
So it follows more because so the third book, the third sister, follows Tony more so because she's an author, and so she's coming kind of under Tony's publishing group. So,
Mm-hmm.
I would give, if you give those, I would give those maybe a 3. I would give the second book a 3.5.
Okay.
I would do a 3.5. And then I would put the third book there too. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you.
That's fine. That makes sense to me. Okay, now before we start getting into my real favorites, because here come my real favorites. Um, mine mine tonight is the Drakes, right? And mine tonight, I recently
Yes.
reread it. I was able to get one of the last copies, physical copies out there through thrift books. And apparently I had read it before and it felt like a fresh read. And I was like, this is
Mm-hmm.
good. It is erotic. It's three
Yeah.
stories. It's like really good erotica, I think. But also kind of like this, like mine tonight is like one of those books where like you reading like, oh, that's good, and you continue to read the rest of the CCJ universe and be like, why do these like names sound familiar? Like that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So what are
Because they
we?
come up heavy in the Vegas series, the
Yeah,
Vegas books.
yeah. I I would rate it 3.5, 3.75, but I think because it's fresher in my mind.
I think a 3.75 is a great.
It's one of those things you
I
just
think that's a
like.
great. I think that's
Yeah, I put it 3.75. I think it's one of those, another one of those underrated, and you also kind of get to see how the hotels and the
yeah.
money is flowing. Oh, the Clark brothers,
Mm-hmm.
the Clark brothers. Let's do them next. Um,
Okay. Well,
I think which one is first? Is it Collision is first? Yeah, Collision Course. I think it's first.
uh,
Yeah. That's Samara and Addison. Samara
yes.
after is back in Blackwood after years away chasing showgirl dreams in Vegas. She's on a new path now in a different city, different career. But there's nothing different about Addison Clark, or so she'll like love to think. I'm trying to
So
remember.
they have a past, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Apparently this came out in
Girl, I be reading
2020.
CCJ child when I
I done read this
yes.
multiple times. I don't know why I thought it was older. My gosh. But it is 2026, so actually that
No,
makes sense.
that's one of her.
That makes sense. This
This
also
would
puts
be.
into
These would be considered.
perspective. Hmm.
I said these would be considered erotica too.
Yeah, yeah. Because like also it like puts into perspective how long I've been reading CCJ actually. Because CCJ was
Yeah.
like part of my
Mm-hmm.
reintroduction into romance, her black romance, her and Ashley and Sonette. Because yeah. So let me see. The problem is, friend, I have read them as a compendium, not individually. Like I always re-listen. And I think maybe I gave away. Did I give away the my paperback? I'm not sure, but oh, is there echo?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. It was a weird echo.
Hold on. I'm like, sorry, I had to plug up my laptop, so.
Oh, okay.
Child, didn't charge my laptop. So, can you hear me better?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't
Okay.
know. I think I will let you take the lead on this one because yeah, I don't know.
That's tough. Let's see, because I think if you put it in the perspective of it being a really good erotica, as opposed, oh, I don't know, because it's a good story. Those are good stories.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm, I would give them all 4 stars, and here's why. I think that these are really good, well written, lengthy, and they're not lengthy. They're really quick stories, but they're lengthy enough to be good eroticas without it feeling like it's an erotica. That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. So if you look at it in the perspective of it being in an erotica as opposed to just a love story, you get you get better erotica than you would just reading smut. You get what I'm saying? This is why I'm like, I think I can fight for those being some 4 stars with it being complex stories as well as good sex scenes or great sex scenes. I don't know. That's just me. Or you can put them at 375. I think
Yeah, because I
375
was like, I would
might be
not
a
put
pretty
them above
generous.
Sugar Valley.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's why I'm like, I'm thinking of what's in those in that group of books, and I'm like, 375 is a good place to put those.
So would we move Sugar Valley up to 4 star?
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go, change it. But we knew this was gonna happen.
Well, I told you from beginning. I'm like, yeah, I've told you from the beginning. You should just put them, just put them.
Okay. Let's
And now we're
do
getting to the
some of
y'all.
the heavy hitters. So let's do the blacks. Since we're doing like eroticas right now, let's do the blacks. I think the first one
Yeah.
is the best one.
Oh,
The first one to me is the
yes,
best one.
yes,
I think that's
yes,
up there
yes.
for 4.25. I think it's up there.
I don't disagree with you. In fact, I wholeheartedly agree. I think you need to put that there. Yes,
I think it's a
yes,
4.25. The
I
first
agree.
one for sure.
I agree.
So, that's let me just gonna move this up because we're getting to the heavies. Okay. So now the second one was caution, right?
Yes.
I think that was still solid. But like I said, my critique is still like the
Mm-hmm.
same. She starts to kind of world build because the first one made sense within the context of everything. Especially like these books came
Right.
right after Night Shift series. So the first one made like
Yes.
sense. Like it made so much sense, especially when you think about after that hostile takeover came. So that just like made sense. Then we get
Mm-hmm.
into caution and we get a little bit more paranormal and this other world building that's similar to Eternally Tethered. Apparently I rated it a 4.25. I think
Mm.
the second one I rated a 4 point. I rated it like, so I think it could be a 4. I think it looks good with Anonymous Acts point of all combination of everything.
Yeah. I. You know what? That's tough because I think it's the third one where she starts. Is it the third one or the second one where she starts building on rules? I think it's the third one.
Mhm.
And I think that's why people kind of got lost in the third one because building rules and understanding. And had this been had each book been longer, you can
Mhm.
kind of really get into why. witch and a vampire can get together. And I'm like, because we read these books. So I'm like, we are heavily into these books. Well, at least I know I am. And
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't give a lot of space to build on that. So but I think I think the third one's ooh.
The
I
third
was gonna
one
say it's a
is
4.25, but I'm not gonna. I'm
I didn't I when I say the third one, I was like because you know I read epic fantasy. So if you're gonna introduce
yeah.
like rules and
I'm like you're a big
fantasy,
fantasy reader.
I only gave it a 3.75, and I think that was being generous because it's CCJ. Because the writing was still good, but to me, the world building was like, girl, what are we doing? This needs to be 400 pages.
See,
The first one made sense. The second one was
see,
like,
and
and I'm like,
in context with that, I get what you're saying, but I'm like, I like that. I wish she had introduced it a little sooner
I don't
so
think
we can
she
start
planned it. I don't think she
building
planned it.
on that as opposed. Yeah, I'm like, she left those.
Mm-hmm. I can hear you. Oh wait, no, I can't. Did you? Did your mic go out? Oh, the mic
Can you
went
hear
out.
me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, better. So I don't
Yeah, I can
know.
hear you.
Okay, world building wise, in context of that, you're not wrong. I don't. I would okay. I'm fighting for it to go to the 4 star, but it's a 3.75. You're right. If it had been introduced a little sooner into and we got to this world a little bit quicker with the understanding of this, yeah. And if it was longer,
Cause I'm like,
it
listen,
would
I
be
was like,
higher.
I'm fighting for it to be under 4 star because, like, I'm sorry, baby, but you're with the
Don't
rest
do
of
my
us.
girl like that.
I was just like, oh my god, like I think because there's another black writer that I'm like kind of disappointed in because her
Mhm.
she started writing fantasy. And I was like, wow, you could really do well in fantasy world building if you wasn't so focused on trying to be a romanticy author. Shade no shade. But it don't, you know what I'm saying? And like with CCJ, I was like, girl, you got the chops. Give me a 500-page book. Like
Mhm.
in this world, and like I don't care if it takes you the next 3 to 4 years. I will be here and call me to beta read. I get you. Like call me. Like I get
I
you.
just want,
Okay, okay. So now we
don't
are
call me
officially at
because
the
I just
heavy
want to read. I'm
hitters.
like,
Huh?
yes. I said yes.
So I got introduced to CCJ through the Inevitable series. My first CCJ book was Stealth in Nubia, nigga. Like came in
I already knew where you
hot.
were going with this.
Came
I
in
already knew.
hot.
I already knew where this was coming.
Creme de la creme.
Go and put your 5 stars up. Go and
I
put
and
your
you
5 stars up. I already knew where you were going.
out of Inevitable series, and it's crazy
Oh
because
God.
you know this is like the Inevitable. Was it Seduction is Nubia and stuff? That's the second one. That like, and it's crazy because like I don't know why when I
Mm-hmm.
first rated it, I put it as a 3 star. I was on that crack apparently, but this is a 5 star. Steph and Nubia. Nubia is so integral to CCJ universe. There is still nobody that we can like
Yes.
fan cast. I think like Tariel, but like Tariel isn't in her like mid to upper 30s yet to give like the sophistication and maturation of Nubia. Like she is that Debbie. And we most definitely don't got no fan cast
Mm.
for Steph. Steph too fine. Uh, you know. So would you give Steph and Nubia 5 stars or would you put it at 4.75?
Ah, see, because we're coming up on one of my favorites, which is equivalent exchange.
Hello, let's talk about it.
And so
Because, like, in a great
I'm
scheme
like,
of
equivalent
things,
exchange is
right? But inevitable though. Like, let's do that. Let's go in because we get into like because night shift is you know what I'm saying. But inevitable, I think, is also important because
not
Cora,
some of her.
you know,
Yeah.
and inevitable is
Okay.
okay. So the
I
let me see. The
but
first
you
one
know
was
what? But you know what? No, because the inevitable conclusions is also important to the Connecticut King series too.
yeah because
So
I
here's
mean
the
the whole
thing:
series
these
is
introduce some different worlds.
correct. We start to get
I'm like
Tyrant.
you get the singer because her daughter is a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like I said,
Okay,
Cora,
hold on. Okay.
because Cora also shows up in Antioch, Deuce's Wild. Like she connects that as well. So
Yes,
so that to me,
yes.
that
Well, I'm like,
series, huh?
I was just gonna say she also shows up in the Clark brothers too, because remember, Samira's a dancer.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and the
and the
in the
Shira Drake
Vegas.
shows up in yeah.
So
Mm,
crazy enough, I
inevitable. So we're doing inevitable conclusions.
so the first one is Inevitable Seduction.
Go
That's
ahead.
with Tyreek and Cora. I think it's a 4.5.
Okay. Mm, and I want to give it a 4.75 so bad, but I think I can live with a 4.5 and be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with a 4.5.
Okay. Now, Stephanopia, I give it 4.75.
See, and you know what? I'm gonna give it its things. I think it deserves a 5 star.
Okay.
I think it deserves a 5 star. This goes back into your conversation about women and the autonomy of their body and their health.
You remember last year?
Remember, because we talked about this earlier with
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And man, because I think it was last year that somebody on the Clock app was like, they were mad at how CCJ wrote Steph. And I'm like, you are mad about how she wrote a man who is in love with this woman and he feels helpless and hopeless and powerless, but wants to do X, Y, and Z. And he's stupid enough to say the dumb shit out loud. Have you not met men? Have we not met these men? Men who actually like their partners and love their partners? Have we not?
You know, you know,
I
and he's
think
an athlete, so
I think it
the
also
brain is a
like
battle.
right. And then like you talk about the connection between Nubia and Cora and their friendship because like, she's supposed to be rooting for X, Y, and Z, and then XYZ happens, and then you gotta go through these, treatments because there's also like medical trauma involved in this. And I think we have to give the stars. We have to give the 5 stars. And people who disagree, you're wrong. I just hope you know that. I hope you know that.
I am I knew as we got further into these books and we got towards the later books, I was like, okay, all of her favorites are starting to come up. So I already knew where this conversation was going.
Because the more CCJ wrote, the more she wrote real complex stories. And because her characters went from late 20 something to the 30s and to the 40s, and life gets complicated. It's not just X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z. And that's why when people ask, like, where are the romance books with protagonists 30 and up? And I'm like, there's about 60 books out of the CCJ catalog by himself. So have fun.
in that spirit, I would put Inevitable at 4.75 because she's a single mother raising, and he stepped in and helped her raise her daughter. And this comes from a sexual assault trauma.
And so
I would put that at 4.75.
I think the last book is a 4.5. I revisited
It's
a lot. It's young love. It's beautiful. He's a woodworker. Okay, that's another thing that I appreciate about CCJ. The people have different jobs, which is why it's easy to build out her universe and her communities. What makes Blakewood, Blackwood, and Sugar Valley so unique is that she actually thought about what jobs do these communities need and which characters would be these jobs and what would be there. Like, this is what we talk about, like world building, which is like what a lot of the girls are now trying to do. Shout out to Brenda Jackson and Beverly Jenkins for paving the way. And I think CCJ said that it's that middle, like starting to become an OG, but she's still like fairly young, and that kind of that bridge into like the newer girls. My thoughts. This is my thoughts.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But we're moving into some of the other heavy hitters.
Yeah. So we want to go. Okay, we already know Equally Exchange is 5 stars.
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Don't even play like that.
What happened? Do you see the screen? Oh, okay. I don't know why it blacked out on my side.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Hear you? I don't know.
Okay.
I think
can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it just glitched.
Girl, technology, you know what time it is, honey. We in the shadow period.
Oh, I forgot about that. Ew. I'm trying to make sure
we're officially in the shadow period tomorrow.
It don't matter. I'm a mercurial, so it impacts me the most. So we can go and wrap that up. Let's see. Okay, so next we're going to prior affair. I think
now
the more I reread it, the more I like it. But I think prior affair and faded memories are a 4.5.
Yeah, I can see that. Because prior affair is
the past life.
Faded. Both of them are. You know what I really enjoy about both of those? How she weaves in this prior life storyline. This almost hinting at spiritual connection. Not quite saying the thing out loud, but definitely hinting on it. Because prior affair, that whole past life connection at the end, and if you didn't read it, you need to get your shit together. But that past life connection and bringing that back, and then baby, when she did that, I'm like, oh, these were lovers in the past life. Oh no, give it all its things. I would have put that at a 4.75, but that's just me. That's my opinion.
Because in the grand scheme,
but I can see both of those being 4.5.
Because in the grand scheme
of
things,
sorry.
You know what? I may agree with you with moving prior affair up to 4.75 because you also have to think about, she talked about kind of like historical things with the house, and then talked about the misogyny and bodily autonomy came up again with like everything. So yeah, I think it is a 4.75. I think the Night Shift series is what I put as like romance for Hoodoo niche books. So I think it's a 4.7.
And I was just gonna say,
and it's the only romance series I have.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna say, you could
Mhm.
even go and you could, as a woo woo girl, you could go and say she was doing some ancestor venerating in
It
that
was.
with her
It is.
grandmother.
Because equivalent exchange is
That
all
was pure
ancestor
ancestor
veneration.
veneration.
All of so equivalent exchange is
Yes,
ancestor
that
veneration,
whole series.
and
Yes.
faded memories leans more to me on ancestral guides and everything. Just like equivalent exchange. Now
Yes.
I do wonder why she decided to make Faded Memories a novella versus a full novel. I wonder why, because the other two are full novels
Mhm.
and Faded Memories is a novella.
They
So
are.
I don't know, because that's the sisters stuff, right? It's the sister cousin, yeah. But
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
liking
No, it's a
our
sister.
yeah. Hostile Takeover.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, it's a cousin.
Yeah,
Oh, that's five. Don't
yeah.
even play. Don't even play. Don't put it in 5-star, girl.
Hostile
That was never a
Takeover.
discussion.
The crazy thing, Hostile Takeover grew on me
Mm.
because at first I read it ebook. Then I read it audio. I wasn't sure if I liked the audio, but I do find myself going back to it. I mean it connects Blackwood and Sugar Valley. You know, Sugar Valley is my fave. I think it connects kind of the suspense that we typically would get, or we would have gotten, romantic suspense that we would get with Anonymous Acts and Catch Me If You Can. Hostile Takeover also has like proximity and rivals to lovers. I think we also get like the trash parenting that went into, oh, did she leave? Oh, well, I'll continue to talk, but yeah, I think it it most definitely, y'all, like I'm gonna wait till she get back. Let's see if she comes back. Well, we'll I will end it because that was the last one. But Hostile Takeover most definitely deserves to be 5 stars with all its connections. Um, it's one of her most popular ones, makes sense, and one of her more longer ones. And I do think um, it deserves. But it seems as though something has happened to Mercedes, and we're honestly done, y'all. Like I'm gonna export this thing. Um, and thank y'all for like joining us, even on the even on the replay. Tell us your favorites if you're watching this on the replay. Tell us your 5 stars. As y'all can see, oh, is she coming back, y'all?
Can you hear me, friend?
I can hear you. I don't know why you're not
Oh
popping
Lord.
up. Like I was about to end it because I was like, we did the last book, so they can hear
Lord, can you
you.
hear me?
They can hear you. I think they can hear you. Hold on.
Thank God.
Hold
The
on. Let me.
struggle is real.
Y'all gonna see stuff in real time. Cause I do want you to like do your closing remarks. Um,
Yes.
let's see. Let me bring you back fully. So y'all can see in real time how crazy stuff is when you're. I don't know why your video is not fully coming back. They can hear you
Yeah.
though.
Oh Lord, child. Technology for you, I swear.
Well, friend, you can tell your closing remarks. I told them to put their 5 stars below from the Blackwood Sugar Valley. We will be back. What did we say? Thursday, Friday. One of them days we're gonna be back,
Yes.
and
Because
we're going.
we got to talk more. We have to talk more.
Are we doing Vegas? Is it Vegas next? I think it's Vegas is
I think
next.
there. I guess the beauty of not having my phone or not having my screen up, I can go look at other things.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
got the 13th is Vegas and Cali. So Vegas,
yes.
California is chasing commitments, relationship goals. I guess technically Cali is also uh well, behind the scenes is Vegas and California. And then,
Hmm.
Annie up, Deuces Wow, a mutually beneficial arrangement, all of them. The roses, yeah. So hopefully y'all join us on the 13th. I know that it's like pre Valentine's Day, but we'll be here yapping. Yes,
Yes.
and yeah. All right, y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm so glad we
Okay.
finally got a chance to do this. Before we
Mm-hmm.
wrap this up, I just want to say if you have not read CCJ and you came on this and this is your first introduction, please give a talented, brilliant author a chance. She's absolutely incredible for writing for Black women. So do not sleep on what an incredible author. I'm telling y'all will not be disappointed in anything that you pick up from her.
Facts. All right, y'all. See y'all Friday. Bye.
Bye.